So unfortunately, we can't all be together. So we're back to remote and flexible learning. And I really need you to watch this video. It's not very long, all the way through, to get some really great hints about the questions and tasks that you need to do. So if we take a look at our learning intention, that we're still getting to know this text, so we're doing good readers can interpret and understand inference made by the author, and our success criteria is reviewing the links. Again, it's very important to make the links between Acts 7 and Acts 8 and 9, and again, they're not long acts, so it's only a very little bit of reading or listening. Investigate and explore meanings of inference made by the author and to predict what may happen next. Now, your do now is to reread Act 7 to refresh your memory if you wish, because a lot has happened between now and last week. And also we've had Phoenix Connect Camp, which I heard was awesome, by the way, on last week. So we haven't seen each other really all together since last Tuesday. So again, we're making links between acts. Again, I'm just looking at the visuals that we've built, silhouettes, so you create your own characters. We've got Act 1 with Ez, and obviously the statue being the key thing there, that it's going to be his dad demonstrating his money. That's when we meet Hilly, Olive, and Cleo there. I've got Ez, who has definitely not learned his lesson, wanting to create the fake account so he can continue to torture and bully people. We've got, obviously, the repercussions and everyone who's received the text messages the next day. We've got Ez in detention there, still not really learning his lesson. And then the power goes out. And that's obviously, this is just an entire act to itself, again, a key act, where April appears in the thunder and lightning. So from there, we come next morning to George with his saxophone. Again, the statue's still not up. April, the difference is April is sitting in the background, motionless. And he goes to play his instrument, but he pretends he is not in the band, so he has to hide it when Ez and his other friends come over. You'll see here the next act. Now you see there's two standing here and April's still in the back. We're still in the courtyard. If I keep going here, the text that introduces us says, school courtyard, a short time later, Mort and Thelonious enter. So we've got Mort and Thelonious there. They're having a bit of a discussion. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing some 5 key questions. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. 5 key questions that relate to this text. I do have it as a link, so I will ask you to click on the link. So these are the ones for Act 8. And it says, what does the author infer about a problem that Thelonious might have in Act 8? Well, think about what they're talking about. What is Mort talking about when he's talking about him being tired? Think about he's inferring it. It's not directly stated. It's what he's saying by his actions, by his words, all those sorts of things. Think beyond the text, making connections. So what stereotypes does the author play on to create humour in this act? So think about the jock football player, the cheerleaders, all that sort of thing. And specifically think about Emmy and Deanna. And thinking within the text, solving words. And again, we're coming back to that word manifestation. I'll see if I can move this picture here. Yeah. So in the blurb, the back of the book, April is described as a manifestation. We did have a big chat about this, and so from what you've read so far, what do you think this means? I would probably start with exploring. You could Google, you could do old school, like I still love, get a dictionary out, have a bit of a look at the root word for it. So what does manifest mean? What's the difference between manifest and manifestation? So what do you think it means? We are solving words. I'm going off of what we've read. So in a way, we're sort of predicting as well. Move myself over there. Come on. Now, the other very short act, and when I say very short, it's like all of half of a page, is Act 9. In this act, you'll see that the school bell rings. So we've got all the students coming in. Olive and Cleo enter. They're going into the classroom. Deanna and Emmy rush to them and begin excitedly whispering. It's like that thing where you see in class, people are talking, there's something going on and you're not sure what. Mort, Hilly and Thelonious, enter. I will fix that typo. Deanna, Emmy, Cleo and Olive move to them and begin whispering to each of them. Hilly is the last person the whisper reaches, and Lizzie enters. Now, in this act, I need to make sure I get it correct. Making sure I'm going to get it correct here. Hilly says, April Aardvark is here, and there's the only line in the entire text, and that's where it's really important to look at the direction. So Lizzie looks confused. Okay, so if we go to the questions, although short, Act 9 is an important turning point in the play. Notice the order in which the students come in and the whispering happens. Why is this important? Think about the event the whispering would be about. So I want you to think about what just happened, what was just smashed, who convinced whom, who did we meet, who was the bully. So they're all things to think about. Again, we're analysing. Explain why Lizzie is the only one who reacts so confused when Hilly says April Aardvark is here. And again, I need to fix that typo. That's my fault. I'll fix that. I hope that's helpful. So what you need to do now is listen or read or do both to Act 8 and 9, and then I want you to have a go at the link for the questions. And if you've got any questions at all, doesn't make sense, email me. I'm going to start making some calls to everybody and making sure that everyone's got all the things that they need.